Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana, yes. Yesterday, upon William Ruto extending an olive branch to Raila Odinga for a dialogue, Raila gave a raft of demands that he wanted William Ruto and his team to implement. And from the look of things, looking at what is happening today, William Ruto is moving with speed in implementing some of the demands by Raila Odinga. Something that confirms William Ruto was very desperate for a ceasefire with Raila Odinga. That aside, looking at what is happening today, I'm very sure that Rigathi and his team of hardliners in government are in a disbelief. In fact, they are literally in a very serious mourning. Director of Public Prosecution, Ndindi, is set to withdraw over 200 cases against Azimio protesters and their leaders. I know where Rigathi is right now, and his hardliners, they are in a serious mourning. In this video, as usual, I want us to dig deep into this, in which I'll explain why I strongly believe Rigathi has no option but to resign early in advance, because he's seriously going to be embarrassed in this government. If you are watching us, but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. Let's continue. Let's have a look at the story as captured by Citizen TV. Citizen TV Kenya, DPP Haji withdraws cases against 6 Azimio MPs at Kahawa Law Courts, set to withdraw over 200 cases against protesters arrested during anti-government demos. So already, cases are being withdrawn. No Azimio protester should be behind bars. All those cases are being withdrawn. What does that mean, ladies and gentlemen? Let's dig deep into our analysis. The first thing coming out very clearly, there are no independent institutions in Kenya. All these so-called independent arms institutions, all these are compromised bodies. Director of Public Prosecution is compromised, EACC compromised, IEBC compromised, Judiciary compromised. So Kenyans should not be told about the rule of law. All these arms of government, they are all not performing. And that's why it's important for the political class to come to a negotiating table to actually agree among themselves on what is to be done. Kenyans cannot rely on these so-called independent institutions. There are no independent institutions in Kenya. That's one thing coming out very clearly. Secondly, it's coming out very clearly that these charges were politically instigated. Innocent, demonstrating peaceful Kenyans were arrested because of nothing. There's nothing wrong they did, and that's exactly what I've been saying in this forum. I've always maintained that our constitution allows Kenyans to protest, to picket, to demonstrate. Why was William Ruto's government arresting innocent, peaceful demonstrators? Why was the government arresting innocent, peaceful demonstrators? In fact, from where I sit, those who were arrested, some injured and maimed, should be compensated. Ruto's government should compensate Kenyans who were injured, maimed, and even tear gassed. They should be compensated because the government acted illegally. Those Kenyans were not doing anything illegal. In fact, it's the government, the police, that broke the law. That's also something coming out very, very clearly. Besides the ones who are arrested being released, they should equally be compensated. Another thing coming out very, very clearly, you are seeing how the police has become rogue. That goon was captured live on camera, destroying a vehicle belonging to journalists covering the mass action. That goon should be singled out and he should be arrested. And I'm just hoping that things should work out. That goon should be arrested. And this is why in about 4 days ago I was saying that some of these individuals, don't overdo yourself. That goon calling himself a police officer, I'm very, very sure that the same people who are using him are actually going to penalize him. He's going to be penalized. And I'm very sure as I talk right now, his life is most definitely in danger. He can't walk in public. He fears he can't walk because even the public alone will just deal with him should they find him anywhere. So this Kenyans should learn not to overdo themselves. A police officer overdoing himself because he has been instructed by his superiors. Don't follow the law whether you are a police officer or not. These big boys will just find a way of fixing you and they will fix you. Something also coming out very, very clearly. If this is the trend, then it's coming out very clearly that Rigathi and his team, Rigathi Gachagua and his team, they are going to find the government very small for them. And soon, we shall start listening or hearing Rigathi Gachagua complaining that, oh, we supported you, you've turned against us, oh, we did this for you, you've turned against us. Soon, we are going to hear Rigathi starting to complain. You know, history has a way of repeating itself. The history of Kenya has to continue the way it has. Rigathi most definitely, in the coming days, will start complaining. And looking at Rigathi Gachagua, looking at the attack on Uhuru Kenyatta's Northlands farm, and looking at what Rigathi Gachagua has done in the less than 7 months, William Ruto has been the president. This is a wonderful candidate for Hague. In fact, one of the demands by Azimio team should be for the arrest of Rigathi Gachagua. He should be arrested. In fact, he should compensate Uhuru Kenyatta for the attacks we saw at Northlands Farm. He should equally compensate Raila Odinga for the attacks we saw at Spectre International. He should not be left alone. Kenya si ya mtu bwana. Yes. Something also coming out very clearly. Kenya, there is a way fate has designed it. There is a way fate has designed Kenya. Yes, you succeed in stealing Raila Odinga's votes. But for you to rule, you must make peace with Raila Odinga. That's something that is coming out very, very clearly. Kibaki stole his election, Raila's election. Kibaki could not rule He had to make peace with Raila Odinga. Same to Uhuru Kenyatta. Same to William Ruto. I tend to believe that's how fate has designed it. And it's almost very certain and very clear that for William Ruto to rule, then he has to make peace with Raila Odinga. And making peace with Raila Odinga just means that William Ruto's hardliners, the likes of Rigathi Gachagua, will have to be silenced. And by being silenced, they will be backbenchers in this government. That's the only way Ruto will make peace with Raila Odinga. Because the Raila Odinga we know, Raila does not know on how to pretend. You won't pretend that you've made peace with Raila Odinga and your government still insults and attacks Raila Odinga. Raila most definitely cannot accept that kind of an arrangement. That's something that I know is going to come out as days progress. Let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. Our fans and subscribers here, I'm very much humble, very grateful for the kind of support you are giving me here. Any other person who wants to support us, I've pinned my number on the comment section. Contact me through the number. This latest move confirms Rigathi and his hardliners are at a corner somewhere, seriously mourning and cursing for having supported William Samoei Ruto. And I know from where Uhuru Kenyatta is, Uhuru might be a happy man. Let's meet in our next analysis. Thank you.